90 Day Fiancé is the famous reality show known for hosting a variety of unrepressed couples who bring a heap load of drama and interest to the series. I'm your host Michaela, let's jump right in. 90 Day Fiancé can seem rather controversial for viewers, but regardless of whether they hate or love the romantic partners on the show and all its TLC spin-offs since its 2014 debut, pairings similar to Russ and Paola and Nicole and Azan have been featured throughout its many seasons. The series remains undefeated with its endless pull and shocking ratings as viewers tune in to watch what their favorite and least favorite reality stars are up to most lately. What season of 90 Day Fiancé is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Taking our 10th spot is DARCEY SILVA. DARCEY belongs to the group of most well-known contestants within the show's lengthy history. Fans couldn't get enough of the time when DARCEY got her 6-inch Christian Louis Vuitton heels trapped in an airport escalator. To seek out her potential lover, DARCEY made the journey to the Netherlands to meet her half-aged interest, Jessie. Jessie is described as the quote, outlandishly narcissistic personal trainer known for not cutting on the bias and giving DARCEY an appreciation ring. After the tumultuous affairs following the second season of Before the 90 Days, the toxic relationship that DARCEY and Jessie shared finally ended. However, DARCEY was not quite yet finished with the franchise. Rather, the identical twin opened viewers' eyes to some rather love-desperate behavior when she made a third season return alongside a new British partner named Tom. DARCEY and Tom returned for season 4, however both are now seeing other people due to DARCEY finding out Tom was seeing another woman, and no longer seem to be friends after splitting in the latter season. If you're enjoying today's WATN, subscribe to our channel to never miss another update. Taking our 9th spot is David and Annie. It didn't take long for David and Annie to take the cake for the most adored couple in the reality franchise. Despite their rocky start in season 5, the couple soon saw a thriving relationship on Happily Ever After and stood the test of time as the top-rated couple on Pillow Talk. The heavily awaited moment of David finally moving Annie into their own shared apartment happened in Scottsdale. David is currently an English teacher and the couple made plans to dabble in stand-up comedy around the time of their settling down. Annie launched her personal cooking channel on YouTube with dreams to sell Thailand imported clothes through her working permit. The twosome earned more than $30,000 because of Cameo, where they outpoured their gratitude through personalized videos for supporters for sticking by them. The couple even extended an invitation for their previous Cancun trip, dubbing them the coolest couple of the show by far. Taking our 8th spot is COLT Johnson. COLT made his TLC debut during the show's 6th season alongside his ex-wife Larissa Lima. However, ever since they first graced screens, it seems the two were in a non-stop battle for a top spot on the most hated stars of 90 Day Fiancé list. While Larissa obtained various qualities that caused fans to dislike her, COLT seemed to have a leg up on her due to how shameless he was about doing whatever it takes to make money. A lot of this desperation was reported to stem from his OnlyFans behavior, where COLT refers to himself as the man, the myth, the legend. COLT has become somewhat of a joke to fans of the series, who have since taken his protected and private OnlyFans pictures and made a complete mockery of the reality star. But this only peaks the surface for COLT, mixing in with his poor behavior towards Larissa and other women, and his bizarre relationship with his mother contributing to haters' targets on his back. Fans have blamed COLT for playing into Larissa's apparent anger issues, which eventually landed her multiple DV arrests. COLT's past of cheating hasn't exactly helped his case either, as viewers have discovered that not only was he dating multiple women, but he was also sending out explicit photos of himself to them and then acting proud of his behavior when those photos later circulated on the internet. As for COLT's mother, Debbie, she comes off as meddling, controlling, and quite isolating. The mother-son duo has been called out numerously because of their questioning nature. Many believe Debbie acts like COLT's girlfriend, becoming jealous and vindictive anytime he attempts to maintain a relationship. Most recently though, COLT's current partner Vanessa shared a newer update. The last time these two cast members were seen, they were separated and taking time apart to rationalize their marriage, apparently because the couple had enough of living with Debbie and desired starting their own family. Taking our 7th spot is Nicole NAFZIGER. Nicole first made her 90-day premiere when she was introduced on the 4th season with Azan Tifu. And while fans were first entertained with her 5-week Morocco visit, she steadily but surely landed on the least favorite radar of the franchise. This mixes in with a lot, but is mostly due to the number of times Nicole ditched her daughter May with family for a chance to run off and spend time with Azan. Then she received even more backlash when she brought May with her and had her daughter refer to Azan as father. Later on, Nicole was hated for the storyline regarding her handing out money to Azan to open up a store, especially because it was revealed that there was no store after all. Top this with her lies about her relationship and the speculation that Azan was catering to a whole other family, and while you have the fans of 90F who completely shunned her. Let's not forget when Nicole visited Azan at the peak of unprecedented unprecedented times and wound up stuck for months in Morocco. This incident had fans questioning whether she was even there, while others berated her for leaving May behind again to visit her man. Taking our 6th spot is Anfisa. According to fans, Anfisa was the cruelest person to her ex-husband George when they made their season 4 debut. She demanded expensive gifts constantly, and despite George's over-promising, viewers described Anfisa to be non-understanding. Aside from her entertaining beef with Paola Mayfield, fans just about couldn't stand Anfisa. Following George's prison sentence, in line with being caught carrying large loads of then illegal substances past state lines, Anfisa further irritated fans. Upon George's release, viewers learned that Anfisa was verbally taunting George after he went to jail, later refusing to take his calls while he was behind bars, and eventually found interest in another man. In 2021, Anfisa shocked 90F fans when she revealed that she was expecting a new baby fresh from her divorce. Although Anfisa managed to successfully remain away from the TLC show, fans are subjected to her flaunting her fit shape and lifestyle through social media anyway. Taking our 5th spot is Chantel and Pedro. Chantel and Pedro were a mess, simply put. On one side of the coin, there was Pedro's family, who was plotting to have him cheat on Chantel and possibly set Chantel up to be with Pedro due to Pedro's mom's occupation as an immigration lawyer. There were also issues with Pedro's mom and sister demanding money from him, which in turn upset Chantel. On the opposite end, Chantel's family was no better. After Pedro made claims that his family was attempting to, quote, harvest the American dollar, Chantel refused to leave the van they traveled in to a rural area of the Dominican Republic to meet Pedro's grandmother over dinner. During the situation, Chantel's brother ended up physically fighting Pedro at the table. And while if that's not enough, their life seemed so absurd that TLC even granted them their own spin-off, The Family Chantel. Taking our 4th spot is Loren and ALEXEI. Loren and ALEXEI are obviously one of the franchise's most stable couples to exist. The duo met in ALEXEI's native country Israel back when Loren was venturing on her birthright trip and faced a long waiting period prior to ALEXEI's K1 visa getting approved. Still, this hasn't gotten in the way of their seemingly genuine love and unquestionable chemistry. Recently, the couple was given a feature on the TLC spin-off Pillow Talk, where they managed to keep fans invested with their sweet banter. During a PT episode filming while they were first expecting, ALEXEI accidentally let it slip that Loren was pregnant with their first child. More recently, the twosome celebrated ALEXEI's official US citizen status. The spouses married in 2015 prior to their Pillow Talk appearance and landed a spin-off show titled Loren and ALEXEI after the 90 days. The TLC couple welcomed their earliest son Shai in 2020, followed by their second and third children Asher and Ariel in August 2021 and September 2022. Taking our 3rd spot is EVELIN VILLEGAS. EVELIN was introduced in the first season of 90 Day Fiancé the other way and was subjected to viewers quickly turning their backs on her because of how she treated Corey Rathgerber. Corey had relocated to Ecuador to be with her, later finding out that EVELIN cheated on him and remained friends with a man who confessed his love for her and insisted he'd be waiting if she ever broke up with Corey. Whereas EVELIN was rather critical of Corey, basically berating him for not learning Spanish but wanting to move to Ecuador to live with her among other things. EVELIN refused to tie the knot with Corey unless he gained a tight physique and learned her language despite their rumoredly long-lasting marriage. Down the road, fans discovered that EVELIN was not able to move to the US to be with Corey in Washington due to being kicked out of the country for overstaying her visa. Lately, EVELIN is living it up beach style in Ecuador and doesn't hesitate to show off her many bikini pics at that. Taking our 2nd spot is Paul and KARINE. Paul has been dubbed the most peculiar cast member of 90 Days, continuing to leave fans shocked time after time. His behavior ranged from making incorrect hand gestures to KARINE's police sergeant father to physically running from his issues in a Brazilian jungle. It just seemed like Paul wasn't able to get it right, especially when he was arrested for felony arson, which resulted in the Brazilian government turning down his request for permanent entry. Paul and KARINE currently have 2 sons, Pierre and Ethan, with a rocky on and off relationship status, which mainly plays out on social media. Paul's latest was him announcing KARINE's decision to divorce through a Rick and Morty meme. And despite their children still being small, they have been exposed to a lot of concerning behavior from their parents. Paul captured a few videos of KARINE being physically violent with him and later uploaded them to his Instagram account. Naturally, once viewers saw them on social media, the couple was reported to Child Protective Services. Taking our 1st spot is Andre Castrovet. Andre has never been included in the fan favorite lineup. Ever since he was introduced in season 5, fans have classed him as lazy, controlling, and mean. This could likely be due to Andre's lack of filtering a single opinion of his himself, especially while he faced off with his wife's family despite her father financially supporting their life. Viewers didn't like how Andre constantly wasted Libby and her family's time and money with his indecisive wokeness and disrespectful remarks. Currently, Andre remains a stay-at-home dad, and outside of his criticism towards Libby and constant red flag behavior, Andre seems content staying home and playing with his daughter rather than helping with the income. In the latest season of Happily Ever After, Libby's family seems to vilify themselves by insisting on digging up Andre's past. And even though fans strongly dislike Andre, Libby's family may be unintentionally pushing the good guy halo on him and making themselves look worse. However, Andre's lack of filter and inability to hold back his feelings, having faced another setback in his green card pursuit, may have just beat the Libbys out once more. That's been today's WATN. Thanks for watching, friends.